It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Cleveland. It's the Chiefs and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know where the state...
To the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Mahomes now to throw.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on the opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
From the 22, Mahomes got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
On first down, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gets up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
22 yards there, a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Needed completion right there. Backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle and completes and more. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the gun on third down, Mahomes.
That pass complete to Moore.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They go with Chubb on second down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back to throw, Watson. Touchdown! Amari Cooper from 19 yards away. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
From the 50, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Watson on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, touchdown, Browns! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages
of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. Here's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
This one is caught. It's Moore.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Sky Moore.
37 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McDonald. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Watson. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
2nd and 12.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Chubb will get the call running left. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Chubb is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Chubb again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Well, Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
This is a 26-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
A beautiful fake. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
On the move to his left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Edwards-Helaire.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Again, Edwards-Helaire. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns set to take over.
And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 21 yards there on third down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes
to Jefferson on the slant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Watson.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
So now it's Watson and the Browns.
Down 27-20. 1:52 to play. They need a touchdown to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive as they come up on 1st down.
Into the hands of Cooper.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Watson.
Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now Watson.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's got Njoku over the middle.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Watson trying to get his guys moving.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.